Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about the Pit Amplifier. And this is a little special edition I'm going to do where I'm going to build the entire amplifier from scratch all in one video, right? And I'm going to try to do my best to help you guys build this amplifier because I do understand this amplifier is probably the most complex amplifier to build, right? With the extreme amount of block off, right? So that's why I'm going to try to do my best to help explain to you guys how would you build this from scratch, right? So as you can see, there's literally nothing on my amplifier right now. Literally nothing. No block offs, no pathing, right? So I'm going to try to do my best to help you build this, alright? So let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to do is build the pathing. So this will be the easiest, right? So we're going to build the easiest things first and then go from there, right? So what I'm going to do is build this all around here. Build the floors. Oops, I don't need this. And build this 3 across over here, right? 3 across, and we're going to use the low half floors over here for the smashers launching them into here, right? And we should have something like this. Actually, this one here. Okay, and you should have something like this, right? We have a wall and a floor over here. Walls all surrounding this, right? And the floor is going all the way across as shown here. Okay. The traps I'm going to be using, right? I'm going to be using wooden floor spikes in the first 2 floors, right? Wooden floor spike first 2 floors. The first wall is going to be a 4x impact wall launcher over here, right? And the second wall over here is going to be a 2x reload and it's 4x durability wall launcher. So these have 0 impact. Right? Since this has double reload, this is going to have single reload. So this single reload is going to be a double impact floor launcher. This is also going to be a double impact floor launcher, and this is going to be a triple impact floor launcher over here. This is eventually going to launch them back over here, depending on how I'm going to build the lobber shield, right? And I do remember how to build a lobber shield, but you can just follow along for now. Okay? And this particular wall over here is going to have 2x impact, single reload. All these floors over here are going to have tar pits, 3 of them. And all the wall launchers are going to be triple impact double reloaders. And going back over here, and you guys should have a build something like this. Okay? Excuse me. And once you have that, we should be ready to move on, right? So we're going to path them down here, right? So path them over here and diagonally across as shown, right? So we're going to path them diagonally across as shown here, and eventually drop down here, and eventually getting to the amplifier. And that's essentially what I'm going to try to do, right? But there's going to be tons of block off for that, right? Which we'll get to, okay? So in order to do that, we're going to have these little things over here. So I do believe I have it built something like this, right? I may not have it exact, but it should be something representing this as shown here over here, right? And I think it has something like that, right? Or these are going to be used as the floor launchers over there. And whoops. And we're going to have a lobber shield, right? So this lobber shield I'm going to use, I think I have something like that for the lobber shield, right? That should be good enough. I don't think they can fling from here, right? I don't think so. Okay. And we should have something like this, okay? So this lobber shield over here is going to act as something like this over here. Alright. And once we have that, and we can move on, right? So they're going to get launched into over here, right? So I'm going to have walls shown over here. Excuse me. Actually, technically, I can remove this. Technically over here. No, I'll keep it for now. It's fine. Alright. And then this over here is going to be... I think I'm going to have it all the way across over here. So something like that. Whoops. There we go. And we're going to move the path down here. And I think I have that. Yep. Okay. And I believe I do have something like this, right? So that if the husk somehow gets launched back over here, they can still land in there, right? Yeah, I think I do have something like this. Okay. Now, let's go on to this over here, alright? So I believe that should be the tunneling in this system over here, right? I don't think I'm missing anything. No, I don't think so. Okay. So once we have that, we should be good to go. So I'm going to go over that just very quickly, right? So we have a lava shield over here, right? We have a lava shield over here. And then this lava shield over here is going to connect in towards the south side, which when these wall launchers get over here, they're going to launch down, and then they're going to, and those walls are going to prevent them from going into the lava. All right. It could be possible I may need to put a floor over here, but I think I didn't have it over there. I don't remember 100%, right? But I think that should still work. I think that should still work. Okay, I'm going to need a lava shield for this area as well, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and build that. Right, so I think I had a lava shield, something like this, kind of. Yeah, I would have to look at my video to double check, but having this kind of lava shield should still work. Right, should still prevent the husk from flinging over there. Alright. I'll have to look at my video how much I got this wrong though. Maybe I had to do it like this. Maybe I had to do it like this. But anyways, moving on. So this should be the tunneling at the front over here. And once you have that, we'll move on to the block-offs. So there's going to be a lava bomb over here, right? Which is going to be kind of annoying. But first, let's go over here. So we're going to block this off, right? I'm going to block this off as shown. There's a minimum I need to block that off. Excuse me. Okay. And then I'm going to have the half floors over here. Right? So I'm going to have floors over here. And I think, yeah, I think I had this over here. The half floor. And I have these across here. I think I had something like this. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay. So I had something like this with the little half wall over here. Okay. And we should be good on the front side. All right. So this is the front side over here, right? Which Cancun Ice Storm, damn it. But yeah, we should have walls over here, the two little walls over here with the half little wall. And then inside, there's going to be nothing inside, right? But it's going to be boxed around with a slant. That's going to be a half floor with the walls all surrounding that. And then walls over here with a slant across over here, right? Now there is a rare spawn that does break these, but it's very rare, and I just leave them here anyway because it'll pretty much always work. That's what it seems like for me. Or pretty much, right? It's pretty much. Alright, now we're going to have to get into the nitty gritty bit, which is this lava bomb shift, right? Which I really am forgetful of how this works. But I do believe I need to put these over here. I think this one can be empty though. And this one also can be empty. I think this one is I think that's... No, hold on. I think it's over here. This is a flat floor, and these are... I think it's something like this. With then I have walls all surrounding this over here. I think so. Well, we'll find out if I actually did it right. Okay. Okay, let's see. Well, what do you know? It looks like I did it. Alright, so that should be the lava bomb shift over there. Don't worry, I'll go over it again. I'm just gonna keep building this lava bomb shift over here. which is going to be ending up over here like shown. And then we have a half floor facing this way, I believe. Okay, so the complicated lava bomb shift. Alright, let me get over here. Now, so we have the front part over here. Now we're gonna have the lava bomb shift, right? So to shift the lava bomb, we're gonna place these tiles. So you can see I'm placing them one by one. And this one's empty, this one's empty, this one's flat floor, flat floor, flat floor. And then this is gonna be diamond floors over here, diamond floors, diamond floors, diamond floors, and then there is a half floor over here. So you can see there's going to be 3 diamond floors over here, right? There's going to be 3 diamond floors, 1, 2, 3. There's going to be 3 flat floors, 1, 2, 3. Right? There's going to be some diamond floors over here, which I guess I can show. Oops. There we go. So there's going to be some diamond floors over here. So the 3 flat floors, and there's going to be diamond floors in here. Right? So there's going to be 5 of them. And then there is the half floor over there, which is at the very bottom. Alright, so 3 diamond floors over there, the 3 flat floors over here, and the 5 diamond floors over here with the half floor over there. And you should have shifted the lava bomb correctly. Alright, now this lava bomb, from my testing, it seems to be 98% working. There's like a small chance it doesn't work. However, because you blocked everything in the front over there, this lava bomb will never activate, even if it doesn't work, right? So that's why I'm very happy with just leaving it the way it is, even if it's not 100%. Okay? Now once we have these lava bomb shift, we should be good to go, right? So I'm going to just go ahead and remove these. And then we should have a happy lava bomb shift over here. I actually think I don't need this wall over here. And instead I'm going to actually put it over here. And the reason being because of the diagonal pathing over here. Right? They might diagonally path over here to a shortcut. That's why. Okay. So let me go back on top over here to just give it a little overview. And so you can see that there's a shift slants over here on the west. It's going to be slants over here, right? So if you have everything exactly the way this is with those half floors and the floors, you should be good to go with this area. Okay. So we should be good to go. And okay. So once we have that, which I'll do another view of this angle, right? I think we should be good. All right. So let's get into the next part over here. This is going to be more thick block off, more thick block off. We can never get enough block off. Excuse me. And I think I extended it all the way over to here, right? I think I extended it all the way over to here. And I do have a flat floor over here. And I have something like this. I think I have something like this. And then I removed one of these tiles. I think I removed this tile. Right. Okay. So underneath over here, there's going to be a flat floor with the, whoops, the wall over here. A flat floor with the pyramid, right? On this side of the hill. Right. Which I guess I can go up here. Flat floor with the pyramid, right? There's going to be a full sandwich over here. And there's going to be a full sandwich with the wall missing on the east. Okay. And on the south over here, there's going to be 2 more full sandwiches, right? Except this wall is empty because of the terrain, and this wall has the wall there. All right. We should be good to go. And moving on to the next area, right? So the next area over here, what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to place a wall over here. And then I'm going to place a wall over here with the stair like this, right? So this is going to act as 1 layer over here. However, this over here is going to act as 3 layers, right? 1, 2, 3. Then it's going to go back to 2 layers, and then finally 1 layer over here. Alright, so what I end up just building is just this wall over there, and then wall, stair, wall over here, wall, and then a just wall, right? So 3, 2, 1, right? Exactly like that. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and once we have that, we should be good to go, right? Now that is that area. So this entire flat area over here should be complete, right? And we're gonna go back to the bottom layer over here. So the bottom layer, we're gonna put sandwiches all around because we love sandwiches, right? So we're gonna have 2 sandwiches over here as shown, right? And then we're gonna have 1 more sandwich behind that. And this is the best we're gonna do because this is because they're for the ridge amplifier. I'm gonna be path and husk over here. So unfortunately, I can't put any more over here, right? So I just have to let it go and let them path. Okay, and over here, I do put sound walls on them just in case. These walls. So we should have these 3 pyramids over here, and then the half floor facing the east. Okay. Once we have that, we should be good to go moving on, right? So we're gonna create some stuff over here. So we're gonna plate a flat floor over here, flat floors all across here, right? So we're gonna have flat floors with 4 of them, right? 2 by 2, and then we're gonna put sandwiches all across here. And sandwich over here, sandwich over here. Okay, and also over there. Yeah, that should be good. So as you can see, I put 4 sandwiches over here. Let me just go up a little bit. So you can see I just put 4 sandwiches over here, and they're just floating above, right? These are just floating above. All right. And once we have that, we can move on, right? So this portion is complete, right? And then we're gonna go ahead and go to the next layer. All right. So next layer, what I'm gonna do is put these arches. These arches are gonna act as walls, but I'm gonna move them to walls later, right? So I'm gonna put this is gonna help me build. So I'm gonna build this 2 by 3, right? So you see this 2 by 3 area? I'm gonna build this, right? As a reference over here, build that 2 by 3 area over here, right? From the floors. Okay. So once you have that, and then build pyramids on top, right? Pyramids all around here, and then put walls all surrounding it, walls all surrounding it in every crevice, right? Except for the ones on the terrain, right? So these over here you don't need to place, right? With the wood floors or wood walls, you don't need to place them here, right? Because these already act as natural terrain, right? Natural walls. Okay. So what we did is we created 2 by 3s surrounded by walls and flat floors and pyramids. Okay. And then we're going to create a 2 by 2. 2 by 2 right on top of the amplifier in this area, right? Right in the corner. See the corner over there? Put 2 by 2 over here. Do the exact same thing. Whoops. Pyramids all around, and then walls surrounding it. Now over here, I actually do put walls over here because they can drop down, as you can see, right? They can drop down. So because they can drop down, you need to put walls all around, right? And that should be the 2 by 2 over there built, right? And we also, which I completely forgot to do, need to put walls all around the amplifier, right? So I'm going to do that right now. Have a total of 12 walls on your amplifier. You should be good to go, okay? Having those amplifiers there, or having the walls there on those amplifiers. And I'm going to put floors on here, right? So those are going to be very important as well, right? Put floors along there. And I think, yes, I do have this over here. So 3 floors over here in this corner, pyramid, and then walls over here. Right, so walls in the cross over here like this. And then I'm going to put the pyramid like this, right? So the pyramid's actually going to be slanted over like this. Alright, I hope you're following. Yes, it can be confusing for those people that are just following. Alright. And once you have that, and then we are going to put walls over here. Alright, so before I put that, because it's going to close off the area, just make sure that you have everything over here, right? Okay, so I'm going to put walls over here, right, as shown, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4 on those corners, right? So the very corner over here, we're going to put those 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. Put a flat floor over here and put a wall over here as well. Okay, and I'm going to put a flat floor over here. I'm going to put a wall over here as well. In AI, it could be possible, and I think that it is true that they can think they can path in this corner. Okay, so I'm going to take extra precaution with that. Alright, so we should have that over there. I think that should be good for that area. Now, I do have walls in the over here, right? So I'm going to put walls over here, right? Wall, wall, and wall. Okay. And that should be good for that block off in this thick area. So this thick area should be complete, right? And all you gotta do is completely upgrade this and close all these arches, all right? And I'll do that probably at the end of the video, okay? Now, of course, for my particular build, I would overbuild this, right? I would overbuild this, but I won't show it right now, okay? So let's keep moving on. So this over here, we're gonna build a flat floor. Walls all surrounding that over here, okay? And you should have this extremely thick block off built. Now, excuse me. Once you have that, we're gonna start off with the tunnel block off over here, and I'll do the middle one at the end. So the tunnel block off itself, right, for this to work, we're gonna have a stair over here and a wall over here. Now, I personally use broadsides inside over here, right? So I personally use broadsides on both sides over here, but I think this is optional, and this is just for phasing a husk that could possibly happen. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put the pyramids. I'm gonna start putting pyramids now, right? So I'm gonna put pyramids for this spot, right? So this is a critical spot that could be in danger if your build is not working properly, right? So this is the critical spot, right? And to prevent that from happening, right, we just got to make sure there's a sufficient amount of layers. So this is what I'm trying to do, sufficient amount of layers. So I am going to start building shown over here. And this, I think I have something like that. Excuse me. All right, so this part over here, what I've done is I built these sandwiches. Let me just go ahead and build that. So I put full sandwiches all surround this. So there's 3 full sandwiches there, 3, and this 4th one over here, and then the sandwich over here facing the other way. Okay. Once we have that, we should be good to go to move on. Now, what's going to end up happening over here is that I'm going to put a flat floor over here floating, right? Flat floor floating, and then surround this by the walls over here. So flat floor floating, surrounded by walls as shown there. Okay. And then I am going to put this over here, walls, all surrounding this on each corner. All right. And just to make this clear that these are walls, I'm going to make them arches and add another layer. Okay. Next, I am going to put a walls all surrounding this over here with the slant over here. Now, now this is very important to make sure you do not have a wall over here, right? This wood floor, this wood wall, make sure you do not have the wall over here, because this block off is going to connect to the other block off over here, which then screws up the pathing of the AI. All right, so make sure you do not have that wall over there. Excuse me. And then, once you have that, we should be good to go with the tunnel block off on the bottom, right? So, but there's going to be some tunnel block off on the top, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So tunnel block off on the top over here, right? So I'm going to make sure that they don't drop too early. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a pyramid over here, with the walls all surrounding it. So I'm going to put walls all surrounding it as shown over here, right? And I'm going to put a wall over here. And then I am going to put a... I think I had it like that. Did I have walls surrounding here? Maybe I didn't. But I think I could be a little bit cautious and put walls around here. Maybe I could be a little bit cautious and put a wall over here. Yeah, you know what? I'll be cautious, put a wall over here. Okay, so put a flat wall over here, and we should be good to go to move on. All right. So, whoops. So we got walls all surrounding there with that flat floor and pyramid on the very last wall launcher. And on the second last wall launcher, we have walls all surrounding that as well to ensure that they're not going to drop too early. Right? Okay. And once we have that, we should be good to go. I don't think I missed anything in this tunnel block off at all, right? Alright. Now there's also one important thing with the ridge amplifier. So this is important for the ridge, and what's going to end up happening, right, is that they want a path up here, but this is being blocked, right? This is being blocked. So we're going to have to surround this by walls over here with the flat floor. This over here is going to be, I think, a double reload, 0 impact, just to launch them back a little bit, right? And then we're going to path them back up here, right? So I'm going to path them back up here, and these are only for the ridge spawn, right? This is only for the ridge over here, right? So we path them up. So the ridge husks, or the assassin husks, are going to path them over here, and they're going to go back into the ridge area, right? And then I need this tile over here for the loppers and flingers, right? Because they can somehow find an opening in this little hole without this tile, which is really strange, but yeah, I'll just have to leave it as shown. And that should be everything in this area over here. And I don't think I missed anything. I don't think I did, right? But don't worry, we'll test it anyway afterwards. So once we have that, we can move on to the middle block off. So the middle block off is going to be pretty thick, right? This middle block off over here. So what I'm going to do for the middle block off is as shown. Flat floors, right? Flat floors, pyramids, and then walls all surrounding this, right? We're going to surround all these flat floors with walls, right? So what's good? What we just built? Flat floors, pyramids, and then walls all surrounding that. All right, in that little corner. Now, once we've done that, we can go ahead and move the sandwiches out, right? So one indicator that I do over here is I'm going to split this up over here, right? So this is the first thing to do, right? And this will just be a good reference point. All right, so make this line over here starting first, right? Make those 4 tiles over here starting that. And this will help indicate where to cut it off, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build along this line, right? I'm just going to build along this line. Surround it by pyramid, surround it by the pyramids over here. Whoops. Just keep building like this, like mad. And I think I ran out of metal. Let me just go ahead and get that. Alright. So the reason why I split this up into here like this is because now I'm going to do this. I'm going to be doing this now. It just saves a little bit of tiles when doing that. Alright. And this over here, I think I had something like that. Maybe I removed this? I don't remember. Alright. And then we're going to surround this by walls over here. Surrounded by walls. Yeah, I think I did this. Okay. So what did we just build? Let me just put that wood over here. Right, so we built these little pyramids, right? Kind of like facing each other towards the northwest and the southwest, right? So we have it facing that way, facing that way, facing that way, facing that way, right? All the way across over here, right? Until the very end. Okay. And once we have that, we can move on. next, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be placing these over here. Slants, wall, slants, right? Slants, wall, slants. Right, and we should be good to go over here, right? And that should be it, I think. I think that should be everything. Am I missing anything? It could be possible I'd be missing something, like for example a lobber shield or something like that. I think that should be all the block off. Yeah, I think that should be all the block off. And then just add additional walls on my amplifier. Ooh. Oh, okay. So I think I know what I missed. So, alright. So I think I finally figured out what I missed over here. So what I missed over here, that there's going to be a flat floor with the slant over here, and then walls all surrounding this, right? That is what I missed over here. Okay. That's actually very important to have. Okay. And then since I think that's everything, I'm going to go ahead and just overbuild. Right? So what I mean by overbuild is I'm going to place walls over here, all in here, and I can also have one in here, have builds in here, and I think I had one in here as well, something like that. I can't be helped to think though, I might have missed something. But I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade everything. Oh, I see what I missed. Okay, so I finally figured out what else I missed over here, which is this block off. There we go. That's what I missed as well. Okay, so just make sure for this block off you have this over here as well. All right, that's what I missed. Oh, actually, for this hill block off over here, I actually don't need this tile. So let's go ahead and remove it. Now, I'm not sure if I should add this because it seems like a lobber may want to throw over there. So I'm just going to add that just as an extra precaution. Alright, we are back and I've upgraded everything to tier 3. It took me a while because there are so many structures. I think I have done all the structures to tier 3. It seems like I have a tiny bit of structures left, which can be used to spam more structures on my amplifier, which is cool. Alright, so what's going to end up happening is that I'm going to close all the arches, right? So I'm going to close all the arches starting from here, right? Close it all the way around. Okay. Once we close those, and we should be good to go. And I think I've already closed these ones over here. I had arches over here, right? And just go ahead and you can also close them up. Alright, and then we're going to close the arches in the thick block off, right? So I'm going to start right in the top layer. Start in the very deep corner and just block it off. As shown. Whoops, daisy. There we go. Blocking it all off. And block it off there. And we should have it blocked off as shown here. I'm going to do it for the next row. So I'm just going to go ahead in the deep in the corner. Start blocking away. And we should be good to go. Right? So we have everything blocked off down here. Let's go on to the next layer. Block it all off. And this is going to be blocked off as well. Insides here, block off. The outsides here, block off. And over here in the corner, block that off too. Jump down to the very bottom layer. There's going to be 4 walls we're going to block off as well. Okay. And I think that should complete it, right? Yeah, I don't have walls on over there. And yep, that completes the build over here, right? So this should be the pit amplifier completely built up from scratch, right? Now, it takes a lot to build this, right? It took me, let's see, the time is 50 minutes, right? So it took me 50 minutes, right? Although I was playing around here and there a little bit, right? So I could speed up to like 40 minutes maybe. Excuse me. But it takes some time to build, right? Because this is a very highly complex amplifier, right? And just gonna make sure I do have all the traps in place. I might be missing something. Gonna double check. Yes, I am missing these traps over here. With the... So I actually placed some all launchers over here. These are 2x impact single reloads. Right, those are some traps I'm missing. Yeah, okay, there we go. But yeah, other than that, this should be good to go. Alright. So I hope you found this video useful. This is an extremely complex build, right? So I don't expect you to just go like, damn, I'm done. Take your time, try to build it step by step, and you should be fine, right? Just take your time with it, alright? So I hope that was a very useful step-by-step guide on how to build this, right? From the ground up. And yeah, have fun building, guys.